Happy friggin' Wednesday, everybody. Happy Wednesday. And let me know if the music's too loud. We're still figuring that part out. It's been a minute. It's been a whole week, in fact. I know I took a couple live streams off. I was traveling. I was gone. But you all were still here, and I can tell because even though I had to cancel 2 live streams in my absence, I still see that we got people in the chat. I could not, would not, I will not do this without you. You guys make this channel worth it. You make the channel worthwhile. So, round of applause to you. Round of applause to you. To all you diehards out there. And to all you channel members out there, please go to the community tab if you haven't done so yet. Check out the Discord. I know every week, every live stream I do this. I say check out the members only Discord. And then someone checks the link and they're like, oh, it's expired. Even though I set that link to never expire. I don't understand. Like, I click the setting. It says, would you like to make this link never expire? And I say yes. And then like 10 minutes later, it expired. What the? I don't even know. I don't know. It's been a week. It's been a week, guys. But I am excited to say hi to all of you. So let's go ahead and hit up the chat. Let's go. Shout out to Marco. Marco, first one in the chat today. Welcome in, Marco. We got my man Paul Mills. Channel member alert. We got Knives Are Life. Thanks for being a channel member, brother. We appreciate you. Shout out to Todd Carr. Shout out to Fibbit a Bit, another channel member. Thanks for being a channel member. Thomas McDonald, another channel member. Jim Turgliaferra says, hey folks, it's been a minute. It's been exactly however many minutes 5 days is. 7 days. Don't make me do math. Math is not my strong suit right now. Shout out to Ed B, another channel member. Welcome into Joseph S. Welcome into Drink Water. Yes, drink lots of water. Stay hydrated. Why not? Shout out to Charles Wooden in the house. Thanks for being a channel member, Charles. He says, welcome back. Thank you. Thank you. I miss these live streams when I don't get a chance to do them. They're a pillar. They're a cornerstone of my week. It doesn't feel right if I don't do it. You know, it's not that I feel obligated. It's just that, you know, when you get in the habit of doing something so much that it just feels weird if you don't. That's what it's been like for me this last week. But I'm glad to get back at it today. It's the Wednesday live stream. This is the one I get super excited for. I get excited for Saturdays too. But I feel like we've established a much bigger crowd on Wednesdays. Who knows? Maybe the Saturday crowd will grow. Maybe people will figure out that we're going live on Saturdays at 1:30 Mountain Standard Time. Shout out to James Alton. Thanks for being a channel member, James. All right. Kevin C, welcome in, brother. Little channel member. He says, sup, y'all, got that jet stream. Dude, the Tempest jet stream, what a good knife. That was released last year. I got a chance to check out the prototype. Shout out to my man Casey from Knives Fast, who runs Tempest Knives, for loaning that to me and giving me an opportunity. You know, it's weird because I think that there's this thing out there where people that don't know any better think that a pass round knife is something that we get to keep, and that like companies that do these pass rounds just give us these knives for free. I wish that was the case. That would be fun. If you didn't know, pass round knives, we borrow them, we give our take, and we pass them on. And sometimes that's really quick. Sometimes that turnaround is like a few days. You know, if we're working on a time frame and, you know, we're trying to help out a company and getting it as much exposure as possible for something like a pre-order or a Kickstarter, you know, we'll try to turn that around. In other cases, you know what, a channel could hang on to it for 1, 2, 3 weeks. Oh, And so you could be on a pass round list for a knife in January and not receive the knife until like December. Pass rounds are great though. Gives us an opportunity to check stuff out. Hey, shout out to my man Shane, Edgy American. He doesn't watch my regular content. He told me, but he does hop in on the live streams. What's up, Shane? Good to see you, man. Saw you on the Blade Cartel live stream last night. That's right. Looks like you guys were having a fun time. All right. Jim Miller said, hey, what's up, Jim Miller? I can't read your comment without saying hello. Jim, longtime channel member, supporter, legend. Thank you. Thank you for being a channel member.
This is Sparta!
I know. Did you guys miss the sound effects? I missed the sound effects. I've been told that they're goofy, that they're wacky. I don't really care. It's my live stream. I'll do it my way. Real quick, let's go ahead and hit up some pocket checks. What was in your pocket today? The first thing we're going to do, you best believe, we're going to go on over to the members only Discord channel. And channel members, if you haven't done so yet, please join the Discord, join the fun. Because even if you're only a channel member for a month, as soon as you accept your invitation to the Discord, you get to stay in there. So yeah, channel membership is as cheap as I could make it. I made it like $3 a month. YouTube said, no mas, you cannot make it any cheaper. We want our cut. That's what YouTube said. I said, okay. I'd much rather have a bunch of people joining in on the channel member fun than a few people just paying a higher price tag to support. So we made it as cheap as we could. But let's go ahead and see what's popping off in the pocket check. And we're going to scroll up a little bit. So if you want to know what I carried while I was gone, I carried this guy. This is the Kaiser Task. That was my dedicated carry the entire time. And it's great. I just released my follow-up video on it. And guys, I love this knife. And I got to say, it's so good. $82. I would love to see someone tell me that the Kaiser drop bear is better than this knife. In what world? There's no way. There's just no way. You get a better blade shape. You get the same excellent clutch lock mechanism. You can get a drop bear in 154 cm in micarta handle scales with the reversible pocket clip. It's the same thing, just different blade shape. But you'll spend $27 more on a drop bear. I don't understand. I don't understand why anyone would do that. Yeah, so that was my carry, Kaiser Task. If you're wondering what a good sub $100 knife would be, that would be my pick. Let's go ahead and see what else. Fibbit a Bit today showing us his American-made knife collection. Check that out. All right, so we failed on this last time where I tried to name the knives in the picture. We got a Chris Reeves Sebenza. Is that the small Sebenza? I think that's the small Sebenza. That's going to be a Microtech SOCOM Elite. That is a Strider SMG, another Strider SMG. I don't think either one of those is the SMF. We've got a Demko AD20. I'm guessing that is... I'm guessing that's the regular. That can't be the S. That can't be the slim. Spartan Harsey Folder. I believe that's the bigger version. We've got a Medford Slim Midi. Medford Marauder. I don't know what that is. This one right here, bottom right-hand corner, is stumping me. I'm going to have to look at the next picture. That's a ZT099. We got three ZTs in this picture. Okay. I feel like I got most of them. Did I get most of them? I thought I got most of them. Yeah, I think I got most of them. And I know he mentioned it. One of them is a ZT0999. Okay, cool. Sweet American-made knife collection. Let's play a new game. How much money is on that picture? The answer is thousands. Without a shadow of a doubt. All right, there's a video in here. Is that... No. I was going to say, yeah, that's the 09999. 99999. Sweet. I need to try out a ZT knife. Have you realized that I don't believe I've put a single ZT knife on the channel yet? Not a single one. Over, what, 400 or 500 videos published? Not a single one? Not a single ZT knife? We'll have to fix that. All right. Hey, shout out to the Night's Edge, another channel member in the house. Guys, make sure you check out the Night's Edge. He's got his own channel. It's a good channel too. Check him out. I don't know if do I have any channel moderators in the chat? Hey, we do. Mike Morgan.
This is Sparta!
I was feeling lonely. Like, what happened to my channel mods? They're like, you know what? He's done. Just stick a fork in him. He's done. First, he misses 2 live streams, and then he does the third one late. Who does this? You know what? For those of you who are fans of Lord of the Rings, a wizard is never late. He always arrives precisely when he intends to. Gandalf was fashionably early every time. All right. Embracing my nerdy side. I'll be honest. I'm a big Lord of the Rings fan here. But who isn't? The Night's Edge says, Rollshambo, I'll send you my 0562. Oh, you can't threaten me with a good time. Let's figure it out. I need to do a ZT knife. People are starting to wonder. Like, does he just hate ZT knives? I don't hate ZT. I don't hate any brand, to be honest. There are brands that I don't like as much as other brands, but yeah, man, I'd love to check out the ZTs. Jim Miller says Oreo Dave was in and out. You know what? Give it up one time for Dave. I know he probably had to leave. It's really late where he is. So Dave, if you watch this later, brother, thanks for dropping by. The Night's Edge said, Gandalf also smoked a metric ton of Hobbit pot. Allegedly. We don't know what was in his pipe. I'm not here to speculate. But he always looked happy, and I'm going to leave it there. Hey, shout out to Humphrey Chimpton. Welcome in, brother. Welcome into Josh 33025. All right. Hey, shout out to Beefer Baron as well. Guys, listen, if I've missed you in the chat so far, I try to say hi to everybody. Sometimes I miss people. Dwayne Letterman, of course. How can I miss my man, Dwayne? Thanks for being a channel member, Dwayne. Shout out to Cheeto Ruxpin. All right, guys. All right. So I tried not to look at anything while I was away because I wanted to have something to talk about. I wanted to discover some new stuff. I put a poll up on the community board for the channel. I put up a poll and I said, what content do I make that you guys want to see more of? And this is a very honest to God question because I'm dedicating 2024 to making more videos about stuff that you guys want to watch. It's no guarantee that I'll make more or that I'll make less or whatever. I'll still make whatever I want. But if I know what people are really here for, it really helps my compass. It helps me figure out the right direction to go in. So I'm going to check this out real quick and we're going to see what do people say. First of all, okay, 115 votes. And I'll zoom in on this for the people in the nosebleeds, or cell phones. So I asked, I'm dedicating 2024 to making more content that people want to watch. What's your favorite series that I've done that you want to see more of? 115 votes. I'm nearing 7,000 subscribers. Only 115 of you answered. Help me out. I have no idea how accurate this poll is because only about, I don't know, a fifth of a percent have answered. So far, leading the way is Steel Snobs, my EDC educational series. 40% want to see more Steel Snobs, or it's your favorite series. 24%, only 24% said knife reviews and reactions. This is primarily a knife review channel. I've got 500 plus videos. Most of them are knife reviews. Have I been spending my time making the wrong content? I have to ask. I've got to ask. In fact, more people, at least more people who actually answered this poll want my Grail or Garbage knife ranking videos than my regular knife reviews. Interesting. Very interesting. Only 1% said they wanted flashlight reviews. Oh, guys, listen, I like flashlights and I like learning about them. And I've learned a ton since, and here's the thing. The channel was never intended to do flashlight reviews, but a flashlight is an EDC item. It is a useful tool. It's something you carry in your pocket in your car. It's actually something that I believe that some people may actually use more than their actual knife. And so when companies said, hey, would you want to check out this flashlight or that flashlight? I said, sure, why not? Why not? It's Rollshambo EDC, not Rollshambo Knives. But people only care about like 5% of the flashlight reviews that I do. The other 95%, they don't do very well at all. So I'm not surprised that only 1% said flashlight reviews. In fact, a good indicator of this is 7% of people said, who are you? More people that answered the poll said, who are you, than said flashlight reviews. And here I am saying, guys, I'm putting Grail or Garbage on hold. It's the second most requested series. We might have to change that. We'll bring back Grail or Garbage. I promise you. For those of you who like the knife ranking videos, I promise you, Grail or Garbage will be back. The format might change a little bit. I need to make it easier for people to consume. The problem is, and I know what the problem is with those videos. The problem is with those videos is that they're very information dense. They're dense. And so people will watch the first, 10 minutes, or they'll skip through to the end to see what I actually rank the knife as. And then the video doesn't perform. So as soon as I figure out how to make Grail or Garbage knife ranking videos easier and more enjoyable for people to consume, it will be back. You have my word. Flashlight reviews? Maybe not. I'm just keeping it real. I'm just keeping it real. Hey, shout out to Tori Casey, channel member. Tori, did I say hi? How's it going, man? Good to see you. Thanks for being a channel member. Appreciate you, man. Paul Mills says, damn, Lefty EDC has me wanting a custom flashlight. Don't do it. Don't do it. There's some flashlights out there that I really, really do like. I just don't know, I don't know. There's some really good flashlights that you can get under $100. Now, the custom flashlight game, I don't really understand what that's all about yet. But let's check out, let's see. It's from a company called Heretic Custom Flashlight. And I think it looks really, really sweet. Is it? Yeah, it's the Hyperion. It's a $625 flashlight. Oh, man. Hey, shout out to Jay Korskin, and he says, you missed me. This is Sparta. Jay, apologies, man. People piling in the chat. I didn't mean to miss you. Thank you for being a channel member for 5 months.
This is Sparta!
Dude, we're going to do it like that. We're going to do it like that. Anyways, but this is what I mean. Like, when you start getting into the seriously cool flashlights, you spend $625. That is insane. You know, I say that, you know, being a knife enthusiast, knowing what knives cost. But that is super cool looking. Does anyone in the chat have a Hyperion? Oh, that just... I gotta know. Gotta know. We're going to get back to the pocket checks. The Knight's Edge coming in today with the CJRB Hector. CJRB is going straight for the jugular of benchmade. They're like, we can make a benchmade bug out lookalike for 1/10 of the price. And it's probably every bit as good. Oh man. Benchmade is just going to be, I don't know how they're going to stay in business. Like, I don't understand, because chances are they're losing a ton of business when they keep doing the price hikes. Anyways, CJRB Hector, that's honestly, I've never tried that knife, but knowing how good CJRB has been with their with their knives in the last year that I've checked out, I'm willing to bet that's pretty good. And of course, I didn't mention it. This is what I was carrying today. This is my Spyderco smock with the custom smock titanium scales and the custom smock bearings, which you're not supposed to be able to get, but I have them. Hey, shout out to shout out to Bluminati Ninja, channel moderator, channel member, all around legend, freaking legend, and member for 4 months. He says, "Have no fear, the ninja is here."
This is Sparta!
I don't know what ninjas do in Sparta, but they probably lead a platoon or something. Oh my goodness! And there he goes, gifting 5 memberships. Blue, you're my boy, Blue. We appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for supporting the channel and for gifting 5 memberships. I give it up one time for Bluminati Ninja, everybody. And welcome back and welcome in to the connoisseurs and collectors of all things sharp and shiny. I'm losing my voice. The old vocal cords just don't work the same. You know, you miss a live stream or two and they get out of tune. Kind of like tuning a guitar. Anyways, this was in my pocket. And you want to know what else was in my pocket? I actually just took it out of my pocket. Here we go. Check this out. This is the Kaiser Banish. Banish with a B. It's a button lock. And I'm kind of falling away from button locks. I'll be honest with you. Like I've been checking out a lot of them, and so it takes more and more each time for me to be genuinely impressed. The Kaiser Banish is fantastic because it is small. It's slip joint sized. It fits in your 5th pocket, so you don't sacrifice anything. The action is superb. Like, did you hear that pop? The front flipper on there is excellent. Fidgety. It rockets open. And it has this almost, what would you call that? A sway back design? You can reverse flick it as well. It's way too good. $45. $45. 154 cm micarta. T8 screws, reversible pocket clip. Yeah. That is fantastic. So this was also in my pocket because I sacrificed nothing to carry it. I don't put anything else in my 5th pocket. I don't put a pocket watch in there. So yeah, that's what was in my pocket today. Ed coming in hot with the modification on his Civivi Elementum. He says, the Elementum is almost done, needs a new clip, and scales need a clear coat before and after. This is the one that you took the Dremel to, right? Am I correct? Yeah. Boom. I bet that's going to look really good once you get a clear coat on there. That is coming along. That's really coming along. Looks good, man. Jim Miller coming in hot with one of my favorite button locks. This was the button lock that I said was the button lock of the year in 2023. That is going to be the Civivi Sentinel Strike. Ooh. And then a Finch with, is that abalone? Tell me that's abalone. And then I believe that's a CRKT Minimalist. I dig it, Jim. Nice carry. Thanks for sharing. Jim Miller also coming in hot with one of my favorite knives from last year. That is the Mangana Steel Kaimano. The pre-orders have landed. It's always a nice day when pre-orders come in. This one, a design from my buddy Sharif, friend of the channel, and a really, really great knife designer. And he's got some good stuff coming out soon, guys. He keeps sharing these designs, and it's not fair. It's not fair because he shows it. He shows me the picture, and I want to handle them right away. But it doesn't work like that. It's a process to create these things. It's crazy. Absolutely bananas. But the Kaimanos are here. And if you ordered one, this would be the one that I would highly recommend. The one with the fat carbon fiber purple haze handle scales. That's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. All right. Ooh, Charles Wooden with the 8020 MG. The 8020 MG. That's a flex and a half. Look at that. Oof. Man. This is the knife that everyone that rocks an 8020.5 wants to have. But you can't because they only make like 4 of these 8020 MGs every year. And you better be ready when they release because they will sell out instantly. Nice, man. Thanks for sharing. Ooh. Is this the Brian Brown, or excuse me, the Brown Mini FSD? I said Brian Brown. You can't mix up your Browns. Just like you really shouldn't mix up your Lundquists. Yeah. There are 2 Lundquists. There are several Browns. That's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. It's another one of those knives that's really hard to get. They're not cheap either. Mark P coming in hot. He said, hand the Malibu and today and the FSD yesterday. You just flex every day, don't you? You just walk in, kick down the door.
This is Sparta!
Anywhere you go, massive respect. Kaleidoscope of Knives coming in hot as well. Ooh. What is this? And why do I not know what that is? I know that's the Matzi Striga. I have one of these. That's the Rovivon E3 Angel Eye. What is this? It's a tactile Knifeco rock ball. I should have known. Another knife company that I've never featured on the channel before. I've reached out to them. They just said no. I bet they get a lot of requests for review loaners. I would be willing to bet. Barbarian Brawny. Always got the best photos, man. Look at that. Benchmade bug out. The Barbarian Brawny logo on the blade. Nice. That looks good, especially next to that beer bomb. Nice. Looking good, man. Looking good. We're gonna hit that with some fire. Looking very good. The Knight's Edge says, Rollshambo, what do you think about Wee Knives Reaver with the bronze ano scales? It's an older Wee knife, but I'm wanting it pretty hard. The Reaver. I've never held one in hand, but aesthetically speaking, I do like them. We is doing some amazing things. Let's do this. So we Reaver. Let's find it. Let's find it. We know it's around here. The Wee Reaver. Actually, no, I take it back. I have tried one of these. A buddy of mine from work lent me his vault. He had one of those big Blade HQ vaults. And this was was it beginning of last year? Anyways, maybe it was the end of 2022. I'm trying to remember. Anyways, I've actually handled this one, the blue one with the cracked ice, the two-tone cleaver blade. Yeah, it's good. It's really good. This would be my pick. Personally, I like the blue cracked ice, but color is always a preference thing. You should never pay more for color. Different materials, whole different ball game. But color, never pay more. Get what you want. Get what you want. Let's see. Okay, so where's the bronze? Where's the bronze? Is it this one? They all look the same. That does look good though. I see a lot of depth there. Yeah, bronze, black, titanium handle scales. Yeah. Dude, it's good. Feels good in the hand. Very well balanced. I can tell you that I was impressed when I handled it. And I think that $259 is a solid price, especially considering that it's an older model. The nice thing about Wee knives is if you see a model that you really like and you don't want to pay the immediate price, because when Wee knives release a new model, they are almost always like 300 plus, sometimes 400 plus. If you can't afford it, start putting a little money away, save up to about 65% of the price, wait a year or so. They roll out new models so frequently, the older models will go on sale and you get a much better price. If you truly want it, you'll wait for it. And if you're not willing to wait for it, you probably shouldn't buy it in the first place. I shouldn't give people financial advice. That is just my opinion. But love this knife, love this price. I like the depth in the bronze and black titanium handle scales, but my choice aesthetically would still be the blue with the cracked ice. That is in fact the one that I like. It's also the one that I checked out. Todd Carr says, when taking pictures, is it better to have a blade fully open or partially open? Same question for other EDC items as well. You know, I don't know if that's a question for me or for Barbarian Brawny. Is Brawny in the chat? Brawny, are you out there? If it's a question for me, I'll say this. The best way to get a good photo is to take a lot of them. Take a lot of them. And I'm not a professional photographer. I just take lots of pictures, and sometimes people like them. You know, I've had good pictures of knives closed. I've had good pictures of them open at different angles. Take a lot of photos and then see what you like, because sometimes the one that you think, the position that you think you're going to like the most is not actually the best one. And you just accidentally take a picture and you're like, oh, actually that looks great. Let me get that focus right. Let me get the sharpness right. So the best way to get a good photo is to take like 10 photos. You should probably take 10 pictures for every one that you actually want. That's kind of my rule of thumb. You can always delete them later if you don't like them, but you never know until you take a bunch of pictures. That's what I do. All right. Splitting Slices. Welcome. You've been here, man. Did I say hi? Thanks for being a channel member. Be Shady. What's up, man? Welcome in. Space Ghost. Welcome in. All right. Sorry, I'm losing my voice. I'm not very well hydrated tonight. Apologies. Hey, shout out to Mind of Milton. Welcome in, man. Good to see you. Barbarian Bronny says, I'm here. Channel member and a much better photographer than me. Barbarian Bronny says, I was just going to say, take many photos, closed and open. There you have it. Do that. Take lots of pictures. Something that I do is I'll take 20 pictures, right? Just trying to get 2 or 3 good ones. And then I'll look at them on my computer in thumbnails. You know, I'll have them all pulled up as thumbnails. And the ones that stand out are the ones that I know are the ones that I want. If they stand out in a crowd, that's a pretty good indicator that that's a good one. Unless they stand out for the wrong reasons. Sometimes people photobomb, but that's why we have Photoshop. All right. So yeah, Wee Reaver. I like that one. And I actually have checked it out. I dig it. What else is new? Ooh. So, I don't know if it's still here, but I got a message on Instagram that the Midgards Messer Beowulf, not the little Beowulf, the Beowulf, the full size, the one that everybody wanted. Is it still available? It is. Check it out. Now's the time, guys. This is the full-size Beowulf. It's not cheap, but they're not cheaply made either. That is a literal ton of titanium. And I can tell you that the ergos on the full-size Beowulf are fantastic. It is a big knife. It is not small. In fact, it weighs... When I weighed it, because I actually did check out a full-size Beowulf. Midgards lent me one. The full-size Beowulf, I want to say, weighs just shy of 12 ounces. Not for the faint of heart, you know, or the loose of pant. It's a great knife, though, and I love it. The ergos are fantastic. The way that they do the molding around the sides of it's just so good. The titanium flows over the edge. $349. I believe you can use my discount code RSB10 for 10% off. So take off a cool $35 off that. If you got the cheddar and you want the Beowulf. People ask me about this knife all the time. Here it is, guys. Here it is. And shout out to my man, the Knight's Edge, channel member for 3 months. He says, MOM to 1K Rollshambo 2024. I feel like I'm missing something. MOM Mind of Milton to 2020 to 1K? Hold on. Hold on. I'm gonna zoom out here. Are we trying to get Mind of Milton to 1K? I thought he was already there. Unless MOM stands for something else. He's 3 subscribers away, guys. Mind of Milton is 3 subscribers away? What? Okay, so here's the deal. And I'm going to be very explicit about this. The reason I don't do channel raids anymore is not because I don't feel like helping people, but because if you just go to a channel and you subscribe, but you don't watch anything, YouTube will take away your subscribership. They think that you're a bot, and YouTube does not like bots. So, guys, if you want to support my man Mind of Milton, who's been a big supporter of mine, not only me, he's been in the community for a minute, supporting everybody. If you want to support Mind of Milton and you haven't done so yet, go to his channel, watch like 5 minutes of a video, and then subscribe. Homeboy is 3 subscribers away from 1,000 subscribers. You want to know how big of a deal that is? I'll put it to you like this. I've looked at the stats. I've looked at the numbers. 90, I would say, okay, I'll actually give you the real number. how many YouTube channels have at least 1,000 subscribers. Check this out. I believe it's like 10 like it's less than 10%. So they did a poll in 2022 and they found that 10 million channels have at least 1,000 subscribers, which sounds great, right? It sounds like a lot, right? And then you look at how many YouTube channels are there. 113 million. Like 10 million, that's a lot. There's 113 million YouTube channels. Let's do some more math here. Hold on. I'm going to pull up my calculator. What is 10? 1, 2, 3, 4. What is 10 million divided by 113 million? Yeah, we're looking at 8%. 8% of YouTube channels have 1,000 subscribers or more. 8%. Please help my man, Mind of Milton, reach this milestone of 1,000 subscribers, but do it the right way. Go to his channel, check out his content. If you like it, make sure you subscribe. Believe me when I say it means a lot to these channels that put a lot of effort into their content. It means a lot. It's a major milestone. Don't go there just to subscribe and then walk away. That's an empty subscriber. That doesn't help anybody. It's a fake number that YouTube will take away as soon as it gives. So let's help out my man, Mind of Milton. Let's check it out. Is he at 1,000 subscribers yet? He's 1 subscriber away. Do I have to play Johnny Cash on repeat until we get 1 more subscriber? Oh man, that reminds me, like they used to do that at my old high school when they would do fundraisers, like for food can drives. They would do this thing around the holidays where like, we're going to play Johnny Cash, the worst Johnny Cash playlist over the intercoms until we hit our donation goal. Like, that was worse. That was the worst. They hit their goals every year. I hear they do the same thing in Guantanamo Bay. It's sad. It's sad. All right, let's see. Did we get there? Did he get there? Mind of Milton, are you at 1,000 subscribers? Yeah, we did it. We did it. I don't know what that cheer was. That was me. Congratulations. Congratulations. Well deserved. Check this out. Check this out. He's got 237 videos, including long form and short form. Check out his stuff. Check out his channel. Keep it rolling, guys. Keep it rolling. Congratulations, Mind of Milton. We appreciate you, man. And I hope that you enjoy this. Enjoy the moment. Enjoy the milestone. It takes a lot to get there. I know. It meant a lot to me when I got there. And the only advice I can give you is don't stop there. Continue to improve every day. Make content that you love, but also that you know others will love too. And that's where you have the most fun. That's where it really becomes worth it. Thousand subscribers, and here's to many more.
Keep the change, you filthy animals.
All right, guys. So, what else? Yeah. Oh, yeah. I was talking about these. About the Midgards Messer. They've actually got a few new models here. Midgards Messer. They've got some that I don't even know how to pronounce. They've got the Shield. They've got the Utgard Tactical. They've got the Njord Mini. They got some crazy looking fixed blades. Holy cannoli. This one looks cool. The Midgards Hugin. Hugin? Hugin? I don't know how to say that. That's a really cool looking fixed blade. I love the logo right there with the two ravens. Yeah. I feel like I should do more fixed blade content. What if I just say, no, it has to be in stock? Show me what's in stock. Okay, so they've got the Sleipner. They've got the little Berserker, one of my favorite. No, like it is literally my favorite Midgards to carry. They've got this one, the Ivy. I don't know how to say that. Dare I say that that's more of a gentleman's Midgards Messer? Do they make gentleman's knives? I don't think they do. This one is probably like, I don't know, at least a pound. Oh man. Okay, so let's check this out. A Blue Minotti Ninja coming in with his daily carry. He's got the Crispy Donut Community fixed blade. I dig the artwork. I dig the artwork, man. Is that the EDC Roundtable logo? Salvation? I love the artwork that you do, Blue. I saw some AI generated photos or images that he did that just look fantastic. But I always enjoy the the badges, the logos. I don't know if anyone does it better, to be honest with you. I don't know if they do it better. I think he might be the MVP.
Certified badass.
All right, I'm going to catch up with the chat. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I was so far up on the chat. Hey, shout out Mind of Milton hitting us with 5 more gifted memberships. And another 5 more gifted memberships. What? My man. Did I get that right? Did I get that right? I must have missed so much. It says that you gifted 10 memberships. I don't know. Maybe it's just on my end. It shows too. I don't know. I've been so far behind on this chat. You guys have been so awesome. Thank you guys. Thank you, Mind of Milton, for your generosity. Welcome into the new connoisseurs and collectors. And for some of you, welcome back. For many of you, welcome back. Greg Vanderlip says, thanks, Mom. Now eat your vegetables. Do it. All right. So yeah, for those of you who didn't know, who are new channel members or returning channel members that didn't know, check out the Discord. That's what's over here on the left-hand side of the screen. That's what this is. This is a members-only Discord. While you're a channel member, go ahead, accept that invite link. It's in the community tab. I'm sure people will let me know if it's expired, even though it's not supposed to. I always click the setting that says never expire. But anyways, go ahead, join in the fun that we have over on Discord. And shout out to my man, John Blackman. He says Magna Cut versus Crewwear. Are we going to do a showdown? Are we going to do a showdown? We've got to. We'll do a showdown. I'll pull it up. I'll pull up the knife steel comparison. But first, shout out to my man, The Knight's Edge, with the $5 donation. He says, quick, regular Beowulf or Mini may or may not have cart open right now. So this is a tough one for me. And I'll tell you exactly why. On one hand, the more sought after version by collectors and enthusiasts is the full size version. That's the most sought after. Also, if you have bigger than large size gloved hands, like, dude, what size gloves do you wear? If you wear an XL size glove, get the regular size, the full size Beowulf. If you wear a large size or smaller, like a large size or a medium size glove, get the Mini. They're both really good. They're both extremely overbuilt. The action on both of them is superb. And I love them both. If you want more of a collector's piece, get the full size. If you want something that's slightly more carry friendly, get the little Beowulf. But either way you go, you're going to love it. I really, really like the Beowulf. Shoot, you guys see the banner that I do for the live streams. The little Beowulf is part of that banner. So there's my answer. Pick the mini, pick the regular, but whatever you do, pick one before they're gone, because as soon as people realize that White Mountain Knives has them, they will sell out. I guarantee it. They always sell out. Get one and use the discount code while you're at it. Save yourself like $35. Buy yourself a tank of gas. Go out to eat with your significant other. Why not? All right. So John Blackman, I promised you that I would do a showdown. That we would do a showdown. I'm pulling up the comparison tool right now. And by the way, guys, I'm going to be making some additions to the comparison tool. If you want my Steel Snobs comparison tool, which basically allows you to compare any number of steels based on Dr. Laren Thomas's knife steel ratings, you can get it. It's in the Discord. It has its own channel in the Discord. It's called Steel Snobs. You can download it. I'm going to be making some additions to it. I'm going to be making it a more comprehensive tool. So it's going to include more information other than just knife steel rating comparisons. That is something that I'm working on. I try to give channel members as much value as I can for their $3. So yeah, I will let you guys know in the Discord when that happens. So hang tight, John. I am pulling up the knife steel rating comparison sheet as we speak. And as soon as I get it up, we'll compare it. MagnaCut versus Crewwear. Who did it better? Who did it the best? That's a better question. All right. So we need to zoom in because ain't nobody can see that. Okay, maybe that's too much. Zoom back out. There we go. Okay. All right, so we're going to do MagnaCut. And we're going to do Crewwear. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, my pick is MagnaCut. And the reason it's MagnaCut is because MagnaCut was designed. It was designed to basically be Crewwear, but with better toughness and better corrosion resistance. So check this out. Crewwear. I love Crewwear, by the way. Crewwear is one of my favorite steels. Excuse me, not better toughness, but better corrosion resistance. So Crewwear takes the cake by a hair. In the knife steel ratings, it takes it by a hair. Now keep in mind, on a folding knife, chances are most people aren't going to tell the difference between, between a 4 rating on toughness and a 7. Or in this case, between a 7 and an 8 on a folding knife. On a fixed blade, it might be different because you might be putting your fixed blade through a lot more hell than you'd ever put your folding knife on. So toughness, while it does play a role in what I call edge fidelity. You see this cumulative score over here on the far right-hand side? Laren makes a really good point in one of his videos where he talks about how edge retention is really more than just wear resistance, right? So edge retention is its own category here, but it should be called wear resistance. The reason why Laren calls it edge retention is to help people understand. But think about it like this. It doesn't matter how sharp your knife is if it rusts, right? Rust or corrosion will make your knife less sharp if it hits the edge. Same thing with toughness. Toughness helps keep that edge straight, keeps the apex from chipping or rolling. So all three of these things actually do help with what I call edge fidelity. Edge retention really should be called wear resistance. Now you know. I was actually thinking about making a video on it. Stay tuned for that. I've got a lot planned for Steel Snobs. It is my most popular series, but I've only made like 5 videos on it. What am I doing? Only like 24% of people want to see more knife reviews. 40% of people want to see more of this, more steel snobs. So anyways, I would pick MagnaCut because while Crewwear does have a slight edge in toughness, they have the same edge retention. But MagnaCut has far superior corrosion resistance. And that means that when you look at the cumulative score, what I should really call it is edge fidelity. There we go. It just takes the cake. It just takes the cake. And keep in mind, like this is MagnaCut at a rating of 61 to 63 HRC. That's what Laren based these ratings on for MagnaCut, was 61 to 63. So, and I believe that this is Crewwear between 64 to 67. Anyways, so this is subpar, what we would now consider to be par or even in some cases subpar MagnaCut. If you take this MagnaCut to say 63 plus HRC, that edge retention is going to be closer to 20 CV or S45 VN, S35 VN. And then it really, really, really takes the cake. So my answer to you is this, John. Not that you asked. You said Crewwear versus MagnaCut, and this is my answer. It depends. It depends on two things. Is it a fixed blade? If it's a fixed blade, I'd probably rather have CPM Crewwear because I want every ounce of toughness that I can get in a fixed blade. Second question is, what's the HRC of the MagnaCut? If it's 61 MagnaCut, I don't know. If it's 61 MagnaCut on a fixed blade versus 61, versus regular CPM Crewwear on a fixed blade, and I don't need the corrosion resistance, like a 5.5 rating isn't bad. It's not what I would call super stainless, but I guess what I'm getting to is in most cases for folding knives specifically, I would take MagnaCut over Crewwear. But that's not to say that I don't like Crewwear. Crewwear is great. I have a paramilitary 2 in Crewwear. I absolutely love it. That was a roundabout way of getting to the answer. The Night's Edge says, well, Rollshambo, you really did it now. The Beowulf will be here by Saturday. You're going to love it. You're going to love it. And if you don't, White Mountain Knives will do returns. Don't return it. The Midgards Messer Beowulf is one of the coolest knives that I've had the pleasure of checking out. The full size, the mini. I hate calling it a mini because the little Beowulf is not a small knife. The full-size Beowulf is good. And it will make you feel like you can crack down the door with a big old Spartan kick.
This is Sparta!
And it's actually usable, believe it or not. It's a 1/4 inch thick blade spine, but the action is good. You can lock out the lock bar. It's fantastic. I love it. And I also like the blue anode that they're doing on their newer models. Congrats. That is one hell of a pickup. All right. Hey, shout out to Knives Fast. Casey from Knives Fast. The man, the myth, the legend, the one that does Tempest Knives. Shout out to Casey from Knives Fast. Welcome in, man. Good to see you. Casey, have you been here the whole time? The live stream ends in like 3 minutes. Splitting Slices says, hey, Knives Fast, why are you awake? Because real men never sleep. I think Casey's got like 10 jobs and he's still grinding. He's still grinding. That's why he is one of the pillars of the community. Absolutely. Without a doubt. Todd Carr says, MagnaCut, if you need the stainless, but at 64 HRC, MagnaCut will have similar edge retention to Crewwear at 61, but not as much toughness, I believe. So at 64, MagnaCut is going to actually have far better edge retention than Crewwear. You know what? Let's get to the bottom of this. We'll spend the last 3 minutes asking Laren Thomas. Let's do this. I'll show you guys my process. Go to knifesteelnerds.com, MagnaCut. All right. It actually shows edge retention. He has a graph where he shows at the different HRCs what happens, right? All right. So here we are. I've looked at this. Guys, I did hours of research when I did my Steel Snobs video, okay? Hours. That is no joke. Like, it's what kills me when people take 5 minutes to crap all over my Steel Snobs videos, even though it took me hours to research them. What happened? Okay. I zoomed in too far. All right. So right here, it shows us MagnaCut, right? In this mix. So MagnaCut, and at the bottom here, we see HRC. So it starts over here. It's this green line. So over here at 61 HRC, it has about the same amount of wear resistance, edge retention, as D2. Marginally, like ever so marginally higher. But if you take it to 64, it has the edge retention similar to LMAX, better than S45VN, similar to S30V, about the same as CPM M4 at 64 HRC. Meanwhile, crewwear is this yellow dot right here at 61. Crewwear has about the same edge retention as 4V or about S35VN. So I'm just going to say this one time. MagnaCut at 64 HRC is a different beast, guys. I put in hours on that MagnaCut Steel Snobs video. Hours. I looked at so much information. Maybe too much information. Maybe that's why you guys like him. I don't know. But yeah, no, I would take MagnaCut over crewwear any day of the week. MagnaCut was designed to be a crewwear killer. And Laren says that in his article on MagnaCut. I highly suggest you guys look at it. You're going to see so many more knives in MagnaCut this year. Look it up. Go to knifesteelnerds.com. Look at his article on MagnaCut. When you start reading in here, you'll realize why I do the Steel Snob series, because I try to make a series about knife steels that doesn't put you to sleep. The issue that I have with a lot of articles like this is that they get really lost in the weeds real quick, and you get lost in the sauce. Like, you can learn about all the tempers because Laren is a genius and he knows all this stuff and he's done all the work. And so he knows all the super sciencey stuff. But for the rest of us who aren't metallurgists or engineers or people that know or knife makers, it's easy to start reading into that stuff and be like, oh, you know what, 2050 Fahrenheit temper with, a cryogen, a nitrogen quench, and then you get lost and you're like, I don't know, I just want to know what steel is the best. Look through his article. He's got some gems in there, and you can in fact see a lot of his research at work where he shows you these comparisons between MagnaCut and other knife steels at different HRCs for different things. Also, MagnaCut is incredibly tough at 64 HRC. It still has the toughness of like 10V. It's insane. It doesn't lose much toughness between 61 and 64. It has very minimal drop off. That's why MagnaCut is so good. But it was built to be a crewwear killer. And he actually mentions that in his article. That's my piece. That's my piece. All right. All right. Hey, shout out to Lone Star Talboy. How long have you been in here, bud? Did I miss you? If I missed you, I'm sorry, brother. But I'm saying hi now. Welcome in, welcome back. Lone Star says, Laren Thomas said this for his favorite steels. Budget is 14C. Hey, that's my favorite budget steel. Nitro V. Mid-grade used to be S30V and S35VN, but now it's MagnaCut. For premium, it's S90V and S110V. Yeah. I'm not surprised. S90V is my favorite super steel. 14C is my favorite budget steel. I agree with him on both of those. Although I will say this. I didn't realize this when I did my video on MagnaCut, but the edge fidelity is important, especially in those tests. And the reason why, if you were to look up Cedric and Ada's cut test video, where he does the results for the Spyderco Mule team in MagnaCut at 62, it's not even at 64, it's at 62, but it performs better than Spyderco's K390 Mule team. You know, the reason why is because it has better edge fidelity than K390. It actually performs very similarly to Maxmit, and it's because of the edge fidelity. So something that I would urge everyone is to not just focus on the Catra wear resistance known as edge retention. Focus on the edge fidelity, which is all of them, because they all play a role in maintaining the apex. That's my jam, guys. That's my thing. But now it's time that we go ahead and start to say goodnight, because it's been a long week. It's been a long night, guys. For those of you who are still here, regardless of the fact that I missed 2 live streams so that I could take a week off, thank you. To those of you who are channel members, whether you got there naturally or whether you were gifted one tonight or on another night, thank you. For those of you who are subscribers, hanging out in the background, thank you. For those of you who are new to the channel, thank you. I will never stop saying thank you, because without you, this channel would not be possible. Without you, I would not do this. And without you, I'd probably be spending my time on some other hobby that did not bring me as much joy. So to all of you, thank you. I will be live again on Saturday at 1:30 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. So make sure that you show up if you can. If you can't, no big deal, because we'll be right back here a week from now on Wednesday at 8 p.m. at Mountain Standard Time, back at our regular time. Thank you so much. That's all from me, guys. I hope you have an absolutely fantastic rest of your week. For some of you, I'll see you soon. For everyone else, I'll see you later.